Okay, I really, really have to respond to this slave master that has the perfect mathematical system. Okay, you're kind of contradicting yourself if you say money doesn't divide us when you use money to divide us. You separate those who have and those who have not. That's a separation, and you want to do it using money, but then try and say that it's just an illusion. You're not really different than me. Yeah, you are no different than me. And the amount of your bank account does not say that you are better than me. The fact that you have more stuff than me does not tell me that you're better than me. The fact that you have skills does not say you are better than me. As a matter of fact, your skill level is what's dangerous, because while you think that you are the smart guy in the room, you're going to think that the smart guy should get the most money, and the smart guy should be teaching everybody how to be as smart as you. And while you are as smart as you are and as evil as you are, all you're doing is teaching everybody how to be evil. You may want to look at your own statements, because you are dealing with your own delusions. You have to see what a level of intelligence is to be able to say it's worth something. And as long as you think you are smart, you're the one that's going to give yourself your own paycheck. Anybody who disagrees with you is going to be the stupid guy. And then you're going to say, oh, that guy doesn't earn as much money as I do. So according to you, because I don't have your, mindset, your beliefs, I don't believe in slavery like you do, I will get less money. So can you see why I'd be a little upset with your little system? Because you're designing a system to make sure I stay in poverty. Just because I don't believe what you believe. Just because I don't agree that you should have more money than everybody else, just because you are stupid while you think you're smart. And you know what I define somebody that's stupid is when you have a conversation and you can't hang into the conversation. When you say you admit you're wrong, but yet when wrong shows up, you don't admit you're wrong, and the only thing that you can come down to is telling me that I'm not intelligent and I'm delusional. The name calling is a sign that you have a lack of intelligence. It's a sign that you don't have anything to back up your stuff. You have no logic, nothing. All you're doing is the name calling and no evidence. Nothing. No proof, no timeline. You haven't played the game out. You can't see where it's wrong. Even though somebody showed you, hey, this is wrong. And at the end of the day, the logic that you're using is the fact that you're smart. You want to come across as the smart guy. And the problem with your system is that the smart people should judge who should be rich and who should be poor. And while you think you're the smart one, you're giving yourself the paycheck. And you're making sure that everybody else that doesn't agree with you doesn't get the paycheck. So that kind of logic is, kind of insane, don't you think? I think the smart people should be judging who should get the paycheck. And I say that, if you go into work and work an 8-hour day job, should get the same money as anybody else that works an 8-hour day job. It's somebody that's... Okay, here's the deal. As soon as somebody ends up making more money, then they can afford the education. So then their genetics are going to have more education, and then you're going to constantly only make sure that those people are the ones with the education. The other people can't afford education, so when they have kids, well, first of all, they can't afford to have kids according to your system, and they can't afford to give themselves education. Now, if you're going to say, oh, the education is free, well, guess what? Kind of blows your whole system there, because then everybody has the same skill sets, don't they? And on top of it, I've seen some extremely intelligent people that have gained their knowledge by not going to school. So if you're going to say that only going to school is where you get your skill set from, because right now you've lost your income and you're working with people that don't have the same skill set as you, and you're kind of offended that you have to work with those types of people. But yet probably those people that you work for are a lot more skilled than you are. After all, they're getting the job done, aren't they? But you can't see that yet. You can't see that you go into work every day and they're doing the same job as you. They're just getting less money, and you're working with them making less money. And you think the piece of paper that you got says I should be making a lot more money because I got that piece of paper. It's a stupid game. It's a game where one guy's judging what skill is, and you don't know what skill is. Yeah, you've suppressed everybody. And you want to keep suppressing everybody. Not the guy with all the money is the only guy that has the good idea. Do you want to know something? You can't even start a nonprofit unless you're wealthy. So the only people that are creating nonprofits are the wealthy people. That's why all nonprofits are nothing more than a big scam. It's a way, I mean, just look at Virgin Airlines. They've got a really good scam going on with a nonprofit. And you know what that is? It's a marketing campaign to make sure you know Virgin. You know, oh, Virgin is such a good guy. And you know what? He ain't working for nothing, but he's trying to get everybody else to work for nothing. That's what these nonprofits are. Instead of working for a living and, you know, and actually working and getting paid for the labor you do, these nonprofits are conning you into working for nothing and thinking you're a good thing. And you know what? This guy's profiting from it. This guy, Virgin, you know, I know he may donate something. I know, isn't he a good guy? No, he ain't a good guy. Every time that man donates, he profits twice as much as what he puts out. So it's cost effective for him to put money into a bullshit thing that ends up making him money. And there's so many things wrong with your system, but you don't want to hear it. And you want to sit with the, you know, anybody that wants to just get into the friggin' name calling. It's not worth a conversation because you have nothing to say. You have nothing to back your shit up with. So you can sit there and call me stupid, but at the end of the day, let's watch your plan unfold. If you're so brilliant, you know what? Your plan will take off. And it's a matter of, will you be able to convince all of the slaves? I mean, because you're using slavery as your selling tool. You don't want slaves to be slaves anymore. So what your con is trying to manipulate the slaves to enjoy slavery a little bit more. You know, and why? Because you have a piece of paper that says you're a little smarter than everybody else. Where did you get the piece of paper? From these elites. You want to make sure you're stupid, you know, so that you follow evil. And then, you know, all of your great ideas, you know, that creates jobs, what are you going to do? Create jobs like, oh, vaccines? Thinking that you're going to, you know, get everybody's health a little better because they take a vaccine. Meanwhile, oh, your brother over there with another great idea is creating the poison that you need a vaccine with. You smart people really kill me. Peace out.